What's good, Joe? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Diamond is Unbreakable. Overall, fucking phenomenal episode. Koichi, seriously, he's like been really up the ranks. He's been like with each episode, especially the episodes. Well, mostly it's really just the episode that Koichi gets like a huge focus on. Every time we get a new episode focused just on Koichi, he just gets more. I love him more and more and more. Like if you ask me, who's like, I would say Koichi's probably like my second favorite JoJo character of all time right now. Like legit, he's behind Jotaro. I don't know if we'll ever top Jotaro, because Jotaro is Jotaro, and I love me Jotaro, but Koichi's like my second favorite JoJo character right now, and I love Koichi. He's so an amazing character. I love him. The dub has been, they've done an amazing job with Koichi. Also, guys, apologies for the delay on this review. Went to Catch Halloween. The review's already finished, so I'll be releasing alongside with this video, so there's that. So let's begin. So we start this episode off where where Okuyasu's calling up Koichi's parents. They don't know where he is. They're close to calling the cops, so they're kind of like wondering, okay, where has Yamagishi taken him? Where, because we know that she's taken him captive to help him study to become a upstanding citizen and all that shit, and just to hopefully to have Stockholm syndrome kick in with Koichi so that he does fall in love with her, which I felt that was her plan all along. Like she said, you will fall in love with me, so I'm thinking she was probably really betting on Stockholm syndrome, which thankfully it does not work on Koichi. And so we get over to Koichi. He's over there bouncing around like a rabbit, like he has to piss. And then we find out that he's trying to unlock the door to the bathroom. And of course, there is a question behind it, where the question is, what year did Columbus discover the New World? I'm pretty sure that's referring to the Americas. And Koichi's like, oh shit, I feel like this answer would have been in a movie. Was it a movie I could have watched, but I didn't because it looked way too long. And so he starts hopping around faster. He's trying to figure out what it is. I don't even know what the hell the year was. It was 14 something. And so then Koichi's like, oh shit. And then we see him stop, turn tilt his head with in the same way as the Michael Myers head tour, just kind of tilting, and then there's tears in his eyes, like, So yes, our boy Koichi has indeed pissed himself. Oh my god, I feel so bad for Koichi. That's just cruel, man. That's just cruel. We get back to Koichi. He's like wearing different outfits. You get Yamagishi's and okay, I washed your clothes for you, Koichi. And the look on Koichi, the sad, pitiful look, he just looks down and just utter shame of what he just read. And then Yamagishi's like, oh, what's wrong, Koichi? He just keeps looking down. He even starts kind of blushing a little bit. And he's like, I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong. It's just, I'm a freshman in high school. How could I let this happen? You must think I'm a disgusting human being for what I've done. Pissing myself. Ugh. And then he's trying to just pretty much demoting himself, just dissing himself, just trying to get any reaction just for him to let her go, let him go. Jesus, I can't talk. And she's like, but no, those plans are all futile because she ends up falling even more in love with him and saying that, well, there's no helping this woman. There is no help. And then, you know what she does? She reveals this thing behind this little curtain. And guess what it is? A fucking electric chair. Yes, an electric chair. This bitch has created an electric chair for Koichi. Is she trying to kill him? Shock therapy don't work. If anything, it fucks your brain up even more. Look, this bitch is psycho. This bitch is legit fucking psycho. I can't even speak. My words aren't even coming through. This bitch is that crazy. And she's like, and then so she tells she tells him that that she has to go out, that she's gonna making dinner, where she's gonna have an Italian theme this tonight, and so because of that she needs to go grab some olive oil, and so she leaves. Koichi's like, and then before that we actually head over back to Koichi. He's just banging on the wheel, be like, somebody please help me. The man is just trying to get somebody to help our boy Koichi out. We head over back to Josuke, who's looking at this map, trying to figure out where Koichi and trying to figure out where Koichi is, and they were like, and Okuyasu is like, hey, can't you just use Reverb to like help him out? But he said that ideally yes, but he only has a range of 50 meters. I have no idea what that is in yards or feet or whatever. But because of that, which most likely Koichi's on isolate, he's kind of screwed. But then Koichi thinks that, wait, if she's most likely going out to grab Oliva, she's probably not going to leave the premises. So she's most likely going to get a phone order. This is also the first time I've heard of phone orders, because like I said, I grew up in the 2000s. That shit didn't happen during my day. I'm assuming that was something that was popular during like the 80s and the 90s, which is when Part 4 is taking place. It's taking place in the 90s, if I remember correctly. So I'm guessing phone orders were like a thing in the 90s, I guess. I don't know. I didn't grow up in that decade. Well, I was born in 99, but I was on the tail end of it, so it doesn't really count, I guess. Anyway, and so Koichi like uses Reverb to see if he can find a payphone. He does, and he's like, yes, I can contact Josuke. Yes, I am free at last. Then he gets in there and he realizes, like, wait, fuck, this takes 10 yen coins. I ain't got no money. Shit. And he's like, should I just call the emergency number? But he's like, no, I can't. The show wants that they killed Yamagishi will probably kill the police officers if I do that, so I'm kind of screwed. And then she appears behind her and she's like, you were wondering if there's a payphone nearby. And then you got Reaver slams himself on the floor, probably trying to blend in. He's like, ah! I swear Reaver was like trying to like blend in with the environment. And she's like, you thought there was a payphone nearby, but it takes 10 yen coins, which you don't have. Is that about right? It's like, a payphone? What the fuck? While he's sweating like crazy. And it's like, feigning ignorance. Do you want anything, Koichi? And she's like, no, I'm good, thanks. Like, and so she enters into the payphone. She puts in the 10 yen coin, grabs the phone itself, but then she knows that there's this writing on her arm. Which ends up being, thanks to the help of Reverb, is actually just, the sounds of the sounds of phone when you're dialing a number. So it's like, what? How is this happening? I never dialed anything. And then it's like, you guys can tell speaking. It's our boy Josuke. And she's like, oh shit. She doesn't say anything, and she's like, wait, Koichi, is that you, man? I hear Reverb. And then she hangs up the phone. And it's like, Koichi! So then she tries to, and she's like, yes! So it is true that you do have Koichi. So yeah, Reverb running over to go back to Koichi, you got Yamagishi, she's over there pissed off, making her way over to the front door, while Koichi like gets out of there and actually like puts some stuff behind the front door so she can't get in. But she's like, so then like for the rest of the episode it's just like those two just wrestling for each, like trying to get out the door, while she's like, no, Koichi, open the door. And then he's like, no, and then he tries, and I love what Koichi did here to try to convince her to try to get Yamagishi to just let go of Koichi and just let him leave to finally get over him. It's awesome. I loved it. And actually, he used the electric chair to like have it like get nailed against the door so she can't open it. And so she eventually manages to use like her the parts of her hair, to like get Koichi over there to knock down the door so that she can at least open a little bit more before she did. You got Reverb in the back that has like in kanji that spells out "I hate you," throws it at her, it's on her neck, and of course like what happened with the other guy a few episodes back, it just says "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you" on repeating, and Koichi's like this sensation will keep going until you renounce your love for me and finally let me go. And she's like. And then right before, she also says she's like, but her delusions are so strong about her love with Koichi that it legit the message that just like peels off of her. Like her delusions are that strong about Koichi. And she says like, you know what? I'm so glad that you two have a stand like me, and like this like nothing can take this woman out. She's like, yo, you know how people don't get to meet their soulmates? Do you understand how lucky we are? Yada yada yada. As Koichi's being thrown around by her stand, hits the door, so it opens a bit more. But she tries to. Actually, before that, he also like wraps the door in electric wire or something that I guess conducts electricity, and then plugs it into a wall. And then when she tries to open the door again, it shocks her hand. That was pretty cool as well. And after like she starts getting the door, he calls up Reverb to help him out. But we see Reverb fall to the ground and guy becomes like a husk, a cocoon, whatever you want to call it. And Koichi thinks that his stand is indeed, that Reverb is indeed dead. Which when I saw that, I was like, wait. If your stand is dead, shouldn't you be dead? Because, as we know, stands are manifestation of the soul. But we know that if your stand takes damage, so do you. We've seen that in part 3 between the fight between between Jotaro and Dio. So we know that they feel damage as well. So if, say, Star Platinum died, wouldn't Jotaro die as well? So I was like, probably not, but we actually found out that instead his stand is indeed evolving like a Pokemon, and he calls it Reverb. Actually, it's smaller, but he's faster, and his attacks are even bigger. That way he can just he's stronger by that. He actually Koichi said I wish this door would blow her out, and so Reverb Act 2 actually had wrote whoosh on the door, and it sent her flying out of there. She has to uses her hair to catch, to wrap it around this tree trunk, so it stops herself from falling overboard. And she knows that. Then that's when Josuke and Okuyasu show up. That's when they show up as well. And so she's like, damn it, those guys are here. And then so they're okay. But yeah, Josuke says it's the only place he knows where there's a lot of where it's by the sea and there's a lot of empty houses. But Okuya's where do we even look? There's so many. It's we need to look for the payphone because that's where Koichi called us, was off the payphone. So then we get back to Koichi, as Yukiko is making her way over to Koichi. But we see Koichi, while in the time it was taken from her to get from where she was back in place, Koichi was giving himself a haircut. And okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do not like his new hair black at all. It's like the same hairstyles that other dude that that was messing around with Koichi, say man, why don't you pay up, give me 150,000 yen for the troubles of killing my cat and everything, that guy. Koichi's rocking the same hairstyle as him. I don't know why that one in particular. Maybe Araki just likes that one. I just don't like it. I liked it way better when he had the Saiyan hair. It looked so much better in my personal opinion. I mean, maybe this hair will grow, but how does he even get his hair to look like that? Because its hair is fine from the north, but then it's just kind of flat throughout the rest. I mean, I have no hairstyle, but wouldn't that require some hair gel or something? Because I don't know how Koichi did that with just scissors, but whatever the case may be. Yeah, me personally, I don't like it. Now, in case you guys wondering, if I remember correctly, actually, in Japanese culture, this was actually my man Chibi actually explained this in his review at one of his episode reviews of Tokyo Ghoul Season 3. Unfortunately, he hasn't been really releasing any reviews for this season, for the second half, which kind of sucks, but hopefully he does do them eventually, because the series is really good. Anyway, back to JoJo. That actually in Japanese culture, when someone cuts their hair, it's kind of like that they're reinventing themselves. They're getting rid of their previous self. This is kind of like their new self. Almost I guess you could say they came out they upgrade from their cocoon, out of their cocoon and become a butterfly. I guess some of those are where the parents they're reinventing themselves. They're becoming a new person when they do change that. So that's probably what Koichi is going on. You can tell that Koichi is definitely a lot different than he was. But then, as he said, how about how you're so delusional that I will never love you, yada yada. And actually, Koichi is definitely a lot more badass because, like I said, Koichi, excuse me, was actually kind of scared. Well, when Yukiko was making his way, she was making her way through the door. She was like, oh crap! But no, he was just standing tall, right in front of the door with those scissors in hand, with the green aura surrounding him as he got Reaper Mark II just standing next to him. Koichi looks so badass in that shot. Absolute greatness there. So she makes her way upstairs, but when she puts her hand on the rails, there was some Koichi's writing there. It was bird or something. Anyway, she lifts her hand and she finds out that he burned her hand. And she's like, Koichi! And here, she's really fucking bit. And we see because her left eye is twitching. And she says, that her, I don't even know. It was some very scientific term for, some part of your eye that she's always had to do with a little kid. It was a little tick she had that'll kind of go off and someone to realize that she is getting really cotton down and starting to get really pissed off. And it looks like she's about to fucking kill you. And so she's like, so, it's called Reverb. Well, I know how to defeat that thing. I just need to touch it right. And so we see how, the real extent of her stand. like her hair goes through the house, and like it's like, and it gets really freaking long too. Like it's going over, it wraps over Koichi, and it's like, do you love me, Koichi? I advise against saying no. And Koichi's like, she's like, it's hard to answer, damn it. It's like, I've already answered that question. Like, Koichi straight up turns into Jotaro here. Like, it's awesome, because you guys know what's up Jotaro. So, so he's like, I've already told you, but you won't listen. So, for the umpteenth time, no, I don't. The center off the deep end. She, like, grabs him, and then she, like, grabs him, has, like, has her, like, out of inside her, like, hair wrapped up and everything. He can't move, but on the back of his back, it says kaboom on it. Sends her flying with half her hair get chopped off. Sends her flying. She's, like, almost misses hitting the cliff. And her hair turns white. If I had to get this part from the stress of all this attack, because we know that from very much stress, your hair turns gray from really extreme stress. Hence, why the Kaneki when his hair turned white in Tokyo Ghoul. So I'm assuming that something like that's happening with her. That just the stress of of fighting Koichi and probably having her hair go as long as it does is probably the reason why. So, Koichi makes his way back over there in a very Jotaro fashion. It was really badass just seeing how Koichi was. I wish he kept the Saiyan hair, because I don't like this, I don't even know what this hairstyle is even called, but I just don't like. Maybe it'll grow on me. In fact, I hope it does, because I love Koichi, but I don't know why Araki couldn't just keep him with the Saiyan hair. But whatever. I mean, I know why, because like I said, in Japanese culture, hairstyle and all that shit. But I still wish he just kept the Saiyan hair. But whatever. Anyway, she wonders, like, is she dead? He's like, has Reverb, check over her, and she's like, and her heart's still beating, so she's still alive. But then she springs into action, has her hair wrapped outside of Reverb, and Koichi's like, damn, her, like, she's still alive and still fighting after all this. Her strong-willed is scary how much will this woman has, and just how much she is driven. Because, like I said, look, from all the attacks she's done, she's still kicking. And she's like, now you have turned I will now kill your stand as a constellation prize for what have you done for taking my great hair, turning my great hair white. It's like, so, and because, like I said, whenever your stand, if your stand gets damaged, you feel it too. We see, these marks, all over Koichi. And even we see Josuke making his way over to the house, because they notice all the destruction that's happening. So, we see Koichi, his hair, her hair is it's really tight on Reverb. There's marks of him, of the hair, all over his neck and his face, because, like I said, it's happened to Reverb. Reverb tries to, cut it with, his tail, but she ends up kicking it away with some of her hair, sending it into, the ocean. And so, Koichi's getting thrilled and telling her, that I'm going to kill you, that, you denied my love, so I'm just gonna kill you at this one. Fuck, me trying to, try to keep you on my side, trying to turn you over to my side. I'm just gonna kill you and just have the memory of our love, just stay alive in my memory as, she kills off Koichi because she's so fucking delusional. But I gotta say, whoever voices, Yukiko in the English dub, she does an amazing job. You can just tell how fucking pissed off she is about, and I guess you could say also betrayed of everything that has happened with Koichi and everything. An amazing job from Viz. Y'all did an amazing job with the casting with her, in my personal opinion. Anyway, so then she just goes full of the deep end, and she's like, I'm going to dismember your piss up prick, rip out your insides and feed them to you, and to strangle and to choke on my merciless love. And then she hears the sound. It's like, what the fuck was that? Koichi's like, you need to let go of my stand. When Reverb was listening to your heartbeat, at the same time it heard the ground beneath you starting to shake or come apart. You need to grab on something as the cliff's gonna fall. It's like, don't lie to me just to save your ass. And then the cliff falls off, and so she's falling down to her death upon this rock that has this little that's a spike on it that could probably just easily impale you from the fall. She's like, shit, I have to let go of Reverb so I can save myself. And as she's falling down, we hear a boing, And she's back upstairs. She's like, what? And then Koichi's like, no, this is just proof that nothing I say goes through to you. And actually, Koichi put down a little boing there so I would save her, as well as Reverb got back his like the little spike thing on his tail, puts it back on there, and then Koichi makes it leave. But then Yukiko, she still isn't over. If not, after she found out that Koichi did, like, the whole attention was on saving her from herself, she's even more in love with Koichi. But I think she's not nearly as psycho about it, that even if they never end up, being a thing, she's still gonna keep loving Koichi until the end of days. Oh my god, this woman is fucking crazy. And so then he meets up with Okuyasu and Josuke. And they're like, oh hey, Koichi, you okay, man? And then they look over, they see Yukiko with the white hair, and then they notice how she's smiling, she's on top of the world, and then she's looking over this direction. They all realize what's going on, so they just bounce, and then Tenlo and Koichi's like, Josuke, save me! It's like, it's every man for himself! That's a wrong way. So then we end the episode with Koichi's back in school, still rocking this new hair. I mean, it's kind of grow on me, in all honesty. It's starting to grow on me a little bit, but I still prefer the Saiyan hair he had. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to that. Maybe I'll stick to this hairstyle. I don't know. Anyway, so Koichi gets his latest test score. He got 100%. So, yeah. And so he's like, I can tell you guys should try this one. This is what happens when you study. He's like, oh man, I don't know even how to think about this. And puts his hand under his chin, and that's when the episode ends. So overall, this episode was fucking amazing. Koichi is such an amazing character. Araki has done an amazing job. Koichi, like I said, he's my favorite supporting character of all of JoJo. He's my second favorite character of JoJo. There's not much more. I can't wait to see more of Koichi. Can't wait to finally get to see Kira. So yeah, next week, I'm looking forward to it. So overall, I give this episode, of course, a 10 out of 10. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you feel like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.